Today I have an efficient and fast way to make this year's Christmas cards. Hi, I'm Christina Reese and welcome to my YouTube channel. By the end of this video, you will know how to create 4 beautiful Christmas cards in an efficient and fast way using what I call the one sheet wonder. Okay, let's get to it. Here are the 4 cards that we will be making using a 6 by 6 inch piece of paper. The paper that I'll be using is this beautiful red plaid, and this is the designer series paper called Under the Mistletoe from Stampin' Up, and I will have a link to this and all the products that I'll be using in the description below. Also, I have a PDF file on my blog that you can download, and I'll have that link in the description also. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me get these cards out of the way. Bring up my trimmer, and very simply, following the directions, it says to cut a 2-inch strip. So I just measure that at 2 inches. Okay. And the second cut is to make this 5.5 because that's how tall our card is. So 5.5. All right. So that is one of the pieces for our card. Then you take this piece. Your third cut is to cut a 2-inch strip off the bottom. Okay. That's for our second card. And now you're left with a 4 by 4 square. And what you're going to do is line up the 2 corners in the groove of your cutter. There you go. And hold it tight. Actually, I found if you go ahead and start the blade and pull and then go, you don't crumple up the corners as you're cutting. All right, so now we have our 4 pieces for our 4 cards. However, there's one more step that we need to do, and that's to this triangle. And instead of the cutter, I need my scoring blade. And I want to score this edge right here at 3/4 inch. So I'm just going to line that up at 3/4 inch. And with my scoring tool. And then also at 1.5 inch. So 1.5 inch. There we go. And what that does is it gives us a little apron fold. Isn't that cool? Okay, so, or a curtain fold, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to be using this piece on one of the cards also. All right, now that we have our designer series paper cut, it is time to assemble the 4 cards. We are also going to need some corresponding cardstock, and this is Old Olive, so I have cut some Old Olive here for us. And I'll tell you those measurements. Just a sec. Okay, so I'll give you those measurements. For card A, you need it 1 inch by 5 inches. So 1 inch by 5 inches. Then you also need 1 inch by 5.5 inches. You also need a 1/2 inch by 7 inches and a 1/2 inch by 5.5 inches. So those are our 4 corresponding cardstock pieces. And then, of course, you need 4 card bases. All right, 2 are portrait and 2 are landscape. So we'll start with card A, and card A is a landscape card. There we go. And all I'm going to do, right here, I'm going to take my 4 inch by 2 inch, and I know I want my sentiment down here at the bottom, so I'm going to put that closer to the top up here and just use my tape runner and attach that. Okay. And there we go. Now, the next piece is the 1 inch by 5 inch. And double check, make sure I've got the correct piece. This is it. And we're going to make some what I call flag tails at the bottom, or dovetails. And I just snip up the center, and then I go from each corner to where I snipped, and I cut these little a little flag tail there, and then do it on the other side also. Okay, and the more you do this, the easier it is. I've done hundreds of cards, so it just doesn't take me any time at all to create those. If you're just learning how to do that, you may have a couple of mess ups in the beginning, but no big deal. You just keep practicing and you'll get that. It's real easy. Or you can we have an actual triple banner punch that actually punches out the tails for you. That's an option if you'd like. Anyways, now we're just going to take some adhesive and stick that on there. All right, card 1 base finished. Whoops, it slipped on me. All right, finished. Very good. Now, card 2 is a portrait. So, and this is the one where I'm going to use a curtain fold. And I'm going to use the larger of the cardstock. So this cardstock is going to go here. And then I'm going to put the curtain fold. Now, my curtain fold, actually I want it to go, flip it. There we go. I don't want my point on that side. I want it on that side. There we go. Okay, so, and I'd rather have red on green instead of green on red, so let's do that. There we go. And I also notice it's pointed up there. I don't really want that. I'm going to go ahead and lift this up to the top, and then I will trim that off. So I'm going to put some adhesive here, some adhesive here, and some adhesive back here. All right, and that'll keep our little curtain closed. And, oh, I guess we need to attach our cardstock. And I've kind of pulled it over a little. My original one I did right up to the edge. However, I thought it would be nicer when I put the poinsettia on to have it go over. No, I take that back. I'm going to do it like I originally had. All right, so we're going right up against the fold. Okay, and then we're just going to take our curtain and lift it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. And just take a pair of snips and snip this part off. Okay, 2 card bases done. All right, our next card is also a portrait card. All right, and this is the one that has the triangle in the bottom here. And so put that there. Now this next piece that's cut at 7 inches, the reason why it's so long is because when you lay it across as a border there, you are going to want to have enough room that it goes all the way across. 7 inches is a little long. You probably could get away with maybe 6 3/4 or something like that, but 7 is just an easier number to remember. All right, let's just get this on here. All right, and we just want to line that up best we can. Okay, and now we need to just snip off the extras. And of course we have this little extra back here too. There we go. All right, so now we have our 3rd card base made. And finally, our 4th card base is a landscape right here. We're just going to quickly put our paper on down here in the corner. All right, now that all we need is our little top piece here. Okay, so now you have 4 card bases to do whatever you want to with. 4 Christmas cards with 1 6x6 piece of paper. And of course, this originally was a 12x12 sheet of paper, so you could get 16 cards out of one 12x12 paper, and that's pretty cool too. Very efficient use of your designer paper to get a lot of cards, and these are very quick cards. We're going to continue now with the actual decorating, and what I'm doing here is I'm taking the stamp, the poinsettia and the leaves, and I'm just going to stamp them all over this Whisper White cardstock, and then I'm going to fussy cut them out. We do not have a Thinlit die to cut these out, so you have to cut them out by hand. But that's okay, it's a real simple geometric shape, so it won't take any time at all. All right, let's just move these over real quick. And I'm using real red to match the plaid paper there for our poinsettia. There we go. And tap, tap, tap. Okay, those are all my poinsettias. Now I need my holly leaves. And this is Old Olive green, so I'm using the Old Olive ink. Here it is. Okay, and now we have all of our images stamped. Now we just need to cut them out. And of course, I will not make you sit here and watch me cut them. I will shorten the tape. Okay, and now that we have all of our pieces cut out, it is time to assemble our cards. All right, let me pull all this trash out of the way. Okay. Our first card, card A, which is this one here, we are putting 2 of the poinsettias on here. So 1 and 2 with 2 of the holly leaves. All right, so we're going to set this one about there. And this one, oh yeah, I think I like it right there. Okay, and then a holly leaf here and a holly leaf here. Except I can't have it go over the card edge or it won't go in the envelope. So we have to be careful about that. Ooh, yeah, we might wanted to make sure we'd had enough room for our holly leaf there, but that's all right. Okay, we're good. It's all good. Dimensionals. Let's put on. All we need now is a sentiment and some bling inside there, and we are finished. Let me quickly finish up the other 4 cards. Okay, now that we have all the poinsettias and holly leaves put on there, it's time to stamp and then put some bling on. The stamp set we are using, of course, is the Stylish Christmas, and it has a beautiful saying, Season's Greeting, that we'll be using on our cards. And since the card is this light olive and the real red, I wanted to go with a darker, not black, but maybe a dark green, and we have a new color called Shaded Spruce. Shaded Spruce, and so I want to use that for my sentiment so it pops out a little better. Okay. Okay, and this just goes right up here in the center at the top and down and up. The cards are finished, however, they do need a little something to bling them up a bit, and we have some beautiful gold pearl bling, but we also have some red rhinestone, and I'm not sure. I think the gold pearls will do fine, though I do like our red rhinestones. They're very pretty. I'll have to find something to put those on. And these come in both the gold and the silver, but we're using the gold. And I'm just using the pick-me-up tool here, the little pointed end. Whoa, hello there. There we go. And I'm just putting them right on top of the white spots. There we go. Okay, now we have all of the gold pearls put on our cards, and let's look at our final masterpieces here. Oh, we do need a bone folder to crease these edges here. Okay, whoops. Ooh, with that bling on there, it's kind of hard to fold that. You might want to fold it before you put the bling on. Okay. There we go. All right, so we have that one, and we have this one. This one and this one. Now, so we have 4 cards from one 6x6 sheet of paper. You can get 16 cards, of course, with a 12x12 sheet, and these designer series sheets actually are 12x12, but I've cut them all down to 6x6. They're just easier to work with for me, so I always cut mine down. Yeah, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Do you not love those cards? So if you are making your own Christmas cards this year, you are going to definitely want to take advantage of this system here. So making one sheet wonder cards. I think they look great. What do you think? I hope you got some useful information from today's video on how to make these 4 beautiful Christmas cards using the One Sheet Wonder. Also, don't forget, on my blog, you will find the download to the cutting dimensions for the One Sheet Wonder 6x6. While you're on my blog, don't forget, you can sign up for my email. I send it out once a week, a unique a craft tutorial each week, just for my subscribers. So it's exclusive just to them. Also, you can find all the products that I use to make these 4 Christmas cards in my shop, and that link is listed below also. Okay, I hope you all have a beautiful and creative day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.